Good day, everyone. My name is Mikaella Guzman, and I'll be discussing the configuring aspect of Asian regionalism. First, let's discuss Asian regionalism. Asian regionalism is defined as political ideology that favors a specific region over a greater area. Asia economies are increasingly connected through trade, financial transactions, direct investments, technology, labor, tourist flows, and other economic relationships. Asia is home to many cultures and political systems. As a result, nations form regional organizations and agreements to improve economy, political, and social ties among Asian nations. One example of Asian regionalism is the ASEAN, also known as the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Now, let's talk about the recent developments in the trade arena, mainly focusing on the escalating tensions between the United States and China. The trade Cold War between the United States and China and the confrontation between the two global giants started when the Trump administration recommended new 25% tariffs on $50 billion in Chinese goods. Beijing hit back within hours with its own proposed tariffs on 106 American products, accounting for around $50 billion in trade, raising fears of an all-out trade war between the world's two biggest economies. This back and forth raised concerns about a potential trade war between the world's two largest economies, triggering market volatility and impacting the global economy. This is an intended move of the U.S. to pressure Beijing to change its unfair trade practices and decouple the U.S. to China. These implications of these developments in the world market are profound. This can have an effect on global trade, supply chains, and economic stability. 1. Global supply chain disruption. Many products are made in China and exported to the U.S., making tariffs and trade restrictions capable of disrupting the flow of goods and impacting global businesses. 2. Market uncertainty. Trade disputes can create market volatility and investor uncertainty, affecting stocks values and commodity prices, which threatens global financial stability. 3. Impact on consumer prices. Imported goods can raise consumer prices, influencing purchasing power and inflation rates, especially for essentials like food, oil, and gasoline. 4. Global economic growth. Economic growth may slow down in China, the U.S., and other nations due to reduced trade volume, decreased consumer spending, and widening income inequality. 5. Trade relations. This will strain diplomatic relations between countries beyond the U.S. and China. Other countries could be drawn into the conflict or may feel pressure to take sides between the two countries that could lead to potentially leading to further disputes and geopolitical tensions. Sources tell the Wall Street Journal that many of the 106 items on China's list, including sorghum and beef, were included in an attempt to target states that voted for Trump. But both sides still have a chance to back down from the brink of trade war. China hasn't said when its tariffs will take effect, and the U.S. tariffs are not due to take effect until May 11 at the earliest. The rationale behind Trump administration's tariff recommendations. The Trump administration recommended new tariffs on Chinese goods to respond to China's perceived unfair trade practices, including intellectual property theft and forced technology transfer. America will impose tariffs to protect local industries by making imports more expensive, thereby encouraging consumers to buy from domestic producers. These tariffs are also designed to counteract unfair trading practices that specific foreign countries and firms may employ. In 2018, Trump stated on BBC News that the tariffs were being imposed due to China's theft of U.S. intellectual property. He added that his planned tariffs on Chinese imports would make the United States a much stronger,
and more prosperous nation. However, the steps toward imposing these tariffs caused concerns about a potential global trade war. Trump emphasized that the tariffs were essential to prevent further unfair transfers of American technology and intellectual property to China, which would in turn protect American jobs. While China expressed a desire to avoid a trade war, they also indicated that they would not back down if Trump proceeded with his plans. As Asian markets stumbled, a foreign ministry spokesman in Beijing slammed Trump's approach to trade issues. He said, "Those who attempt to make China surrender through pressure or intimidation have never succeeded before, and will not succeed now," said by Geng Shuang. The trade war significantly impacts the Asian region due to its interconnectedness with China and the United States. Market irregularities and reduced investor confidence could hinder economic growth and stability in Asia. Examples of these include production delays and increased product costs for businesses reliant on these supply chains. It becomes evident that the stakes are high not just for China and the US, but for the entire global economy.
Thank you for your time and attention. Stay tuned as we discuss Asian regionalism.